And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Extreme Production series. Alright, we have silicon plate full, just now filled up. So we're going to want to start crafting the powdered silicon and then the silicon carbide. So first we need that powdered silicon, and that's a 5-second craft. And let's see how we're going to do this. This is also, I think, used in a couple recipes. So we're gonna want not only enough to craft a few silicon carbides, but enough to give us a little edge. I just realized we need stone for cobalt oxide, and I have stone up here. So yeah, I might have to expand this. It would not surprise me if I ended up doing that. And I can do that on camera or off. It's up to you guys, depending on, you know, your patience level and what kind of stuff you want to see. So let me know. But anyway, let's try to find a place to process this. Well, we got lots of space up here, but I want to try to pull some of this material down. I don't think we need any more tin or gold processing. These are keeping up with demand just fine. Not running low on these at all. So I think we can use this little space in here for this process. Could also use some back in here. We don't really need lead at all, so that is one option. But I think the powdered silicon, it's a pretty straightforward craft, so we're just going to set up a set here of 20. So, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be powdered silicon. And we'll have the silicon come right in the middle. And then the output on the outsides. Yeah, there are dozens of different ways you can do this. Okay, and as far as the inserter action goes, actually these are playing away. And I'm just going to grab a new blueprint. That's what tends to happen in these games, is my inventory starts filling up, not with materials, but with blueprints. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of an interesting issue to have. Alright, so we're going to set this off to the side. Not sure. Oh, I overshot it a little bit. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Make sure no trains are coming, because that's always fun to get nailed by a train. Oh, down. There we go. Now I need to get rid of the silicon plate that I have, and we need to expand the power. Okay, so here comes the powdered silicon. We're going to immediately dump that into a chest for safekeeping. And let's get another one of these going. I would like to start the next levels of those, but we're going to need some of these more advanced materials if we're ever able to get up there, especially some of the alloys like bronze and zinc. Yeah, let's research this. Okay, so now we need the silicon carbide. We are producing one of these every 5 seconds, and so I'm going to only have, for silicon carbide, we're going to need carbon down here, which is pretty easy. I've got carbon in 2 different places, I think. It's not showing on my map. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this carbon line coming through. We can bring some carbon right up here. So how many do we want? These are 7 seconds. So if we have 14 of these, that's 2 a second. And we would have a surplus. Because we have 20 of these. That's like 4 a second. We're only going to be needing 2 a second. Because it gives us 2 out. So, you know, having 14 of these is not just 2 a second, it's actually 4 a second. So, same amount of production. So, we want... I think that's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Beautiful. Actually, I just realized these are chemical furnaces. Just realized it. So let's try that again. 29 minus 14 is 15. All right. Well, let's these come down and the carbon will go. I think the best way to get carbon is right down here, or we could pull it in from up here, but I think down here is probably the best bet. So we're gonna load these up like that. And I think I already have, unless I think I erased it. Yep, I erased it in favor of this one. Where's a good analogy to these? Right in here. This is a good one. So let's clear all of these out. So inserter, inserter, good. Here. Here. Okay. So all of these also going to load into chest. I really wish our logistics coverage was a little bit better. It would be nice. Okay, and so on every other one of these, I want to get an offset just so we use both sides of the belt. Just like so. Okay, and let's unload these now that they've built up a little bit. And now we need to bring the carbon up. So that's way down here. And it's, yeah, I noticed that it's still on red belts down here. So we're going to have to work a little on upgrading that system. Quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to sneak up here, go around all of this. And let's bring some carbon up. How many belts do I have? I don't really have very many belts. I doubt it's enough to upgrade the whole line. But we can certainly use what we have. And that'll allow me to put the reds in to get upgraded right away. Oh, they automatically put into my trash slots. I forgot about that. I finally researched logistics trash slots. Yeah, because we're going to need a lot of carbon, not only for what we have for what we're using it for right now, but also for titanium. It's going to consume vast amounts of this carbon. All right, lots of red belts to upgrade. Let's get in logistics range so the bots can do their work on me. Okay, why are you not working? Oh, I haven't set your recipes. Okay. Silicon carbide, please. There we go. And away we go. We have silicon carbide, and we're not requesting it yet, but we will in a second, because we need to start crafting the grinding wheels right here, and we're going to need a ton of these. And we get 2 per craft. That's pretty good. So the steel plate and silicon carbide, well, we've got steel to spare. Where is a good spot for this? I just kind of want to... Ooh, I think right here is a good spot, because we've already got the polishing wheels right here. I want to actually another polishing wheel, so you get to work. And we're going to have 2 of you as well. So you can output all you want. And we're going to make you a grinding wheel. And we need to request now. I'm going to take the steel out of there, but we're going to request a whole lot of that silicon carbide. And of course, let's get rid of that. Maybe some of that. Clear out my inventory a little bit. I don't know why I've got plastic of all things in my inventory, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to load those up. And now we are creating grinding wheels. Finally, after all that work, we were finally able to create grinding wheels. It took a while. It took a little bit of work, but we got there. And there's a whole bunch of batteries that we could upgrade here. There we go. So I want always, let's say 50 of these, 50 of these. It's a full stack. Electric chemical furnaces, 50 of these. Electric metal mixing, 50 of those. I think I'm making those. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm hoping I am. Maybe not. Yeah, metal mixing furnace. Why do they not bring me metal mixing furnace? Are we out of... Well, we're not out of logistics bots. They just are confused. That's weird that they're not delivering those to me. Unless I have them already. No, I don't have them. It's weird. It's so weird. Okay. I think I'm going to use some of this area over here for alloys. Or I can use... Nah, maybe down here. We're going to need alloys down here. We're going to need bronze, brass, invar, and nitinol. And probably quite a bit of nitinol, because that, we're going to use a lot of that. Let's get rid of some trees. Some more trees. I don't like these trees being here. They're not in the way just yet. They might be eventually, but not just yet. They're not in the way. They're helping keep my pollution down. Speaking of pollution, oh yeah, look at that. Pollution is doing great. Okay, so we doubled up on grinding wheels and things. Oh, they look like they unload pretty evenly. That's surprising. I wonder if we're able to keep up with the demand of that thing. I need to get some concrete up in here too. It would be nice. Okay, so before I walk all the way up there, let's take a look, see how we're doing. Oh yeah, look at that. 1.2 thousand in there. Beautiful. Pick up 40. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, now that that is done, let's set our sights on nickel. So let's look at nickel. Requires nickel ore and oxygen. Now, how do we get oxygen? Well, that is an issue because we need, as you can see, nitrogen. Nitrogen gives us 5 oxygen, or water electrolysis gives us 12.5 every second. 5 per second, 12.5 per second. I would say water electrolysis is probably the way to go. And we're going to have a whole lot of excess hydrogen. Now, do we have anything that requires hydrogen? Let's see, titanium does not. The tungsten chain I don't think does. And it's a doozy of a chain. The tungsten acid, which uses, oh, let's see, powdered tungsten uses hydrogen. That's one thing we can use hydrogen for. So maybe we should set up some storage of said hydrogen in order to make that work. Because I'd like to not have to craft so much extra stuff. But we're going to need a metric ton of nickel. I can already see how much nickel we're going to use, and it's going to be so much. So yeah, we're going to need quite a lot of nickel. Okay, auto trash. I don't want any of that on me. I don't know why this is so tight to the top. I think it's the same space as logistics. So I need some more logistics slots to stretch that out a little bit. So here is where we are unloading nickel. And let's see, nickel again requires oxygen. So we need 8 every 3.5 seconds. Ooh, that does not come out. So 2 of these is 7. We need 16 every 7 seconds. I was hoping that math would be easier to do in my head. 16 every 7 seconds. It's rough. I mean, it's 16. So divided by 2. So 8 divided by 3.5. It's a little over 2. Because 8 divided by 4 would be exactly 2. So it's a little over 2 per second. So one of these, 12.5, that would be able to support quite a few, actually. About 6, I think would be a safe way to go. So one electrolyzer with water electrolysis can support 6 nickel processors. So if we want, we're going to need the electrolyzer. Let's give ourselves a little bit of space here. So if we round that down to 5, just to be on the safe side, 20 of these, we're going to need 4 electrolysis systems for a bank of these, and we're gonna go nuts with these. So let's see, nickel. And this outputs the sulfuric, it's sulfur dioxide, I believe. Yeah, sulfur dioxide, which we can convert into sulfuric acid, which we need for zinc, I believe. Zinc. Yep, sulfuric acid. So I want to save that sulfur dioxide that comes out. So let's pipe that. We're going to pipe that kind of up and over somehow using pumps and such. But I want to get this stuff set up so when we come back next episode, we can continue this lovely process here. So I'm going to go all the way up with these, all the way up like that. And let's see, we're going to want the output come down the middle. See, these are 3.5 seconds. So basically the same amount of time as a regular smelter. So I'd be able to put a whole nother set of these on here. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Oh, missed a few in there. I do catch those, you know, when somebody makes a comment, when I miss a little bit here or there, I do catch it eventually. I may not fix it on camera, but I do catch it. If I don't catch it, then I definitely am appreciative of those comments, because sometimes I have missed really interesting errors. So that's a whole lot. That's 40 nickel, and I don't even think that's enough, to be honest. I mean, so that's 10, 20 on a side. If we really want, I'm gonna like set up. Let's see which side the water electrolysis. Okay, so that side is good. I want to create a system and then blueprint it and double it up, because we're gonna need so much nickel. It's, oh man, it's crazy how much nickel we're gonna need. So one whole stack of these, we're gonna double it on the other side. Okay, well, we'll have to continue this next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.